What's up, everybody? And welcome back to a new video. And today I am with, of course, the one and the only Big Dog, aka Dylan. And
Yeah,
today we got a lot to talk about. But before we get to the content, make sure to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more content, as I will try to find ways to make content. I know basically we've been doing like one video a week. I want to try
it's
to
been a
get that.
lot recently. I've been pretty busy, but we try.
Yeah, I live at work, so like I have like no time. But
Yeah,
anyway,
we're busy too.
all right, let's get into it. So first thing first, the NFL offseason, as always, will be a very interesting one. Also, with the cap going down, as teams have been cutting a lot of players and no extensions of really good players. But there was a signing of J.J. Watt to the Cardinals on a 2-year, $31 million deal with $23 million, I believe, guaranteed. I did not see that one coming. I really did not see that one coming at all.
I know you're
um,
kind of upset because you wanted them in Green Bay.
yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't think we were gonna get him unless like he took a veteran's minimum, which would have been really cool of him to do.
Yeah, I knew we weren't getting them unless he was willing to take like league minimum.
Yeah, and he wouldn't do that. I thought he wanted to win. But whatever.
Hopkins played a huge part in that one, which that was the only I could think of, and he pretty much confirmed that if I remember reading correctly.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they signed Watt to a 2-year deal, and now he's paired with Chandler Jones, and that's going to be very scary, I guess. Or that's going to be very scary.
We got a pretty good team there, but
They decided not to franchise tag Hassan Reddick, so he will be in free agency, and Reddick had a really good year last year. I believe he had double-digit sacks, if I'm correct, but I knew he had like a great last couple of games where he had multi-sack games in the end of the year. I don't know if that's true or not. I got to look that up actually.
I
But
didn't get like 12 or something like sacks. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
yeah, but he had a pretty good year, and it's shocking that the Cardinals did not actually franchise tag unless they're that dead in cap. Um, but I guess they could also draft the position. Um, but yeah, so he will go to free agency as I believe an unrestricted free agent. I don't know, but um, yeah. But what will he bring? He'll bring veteran leadership. He'll bring defense. Obviously, he'll bring pressure up the middle, pressure from the side, and he'll bring a scary 1-2 punch with Chandler Jones. So that'll be very good to see. That'll be good, very interesting to watch. And if they both can stay healthy, I think that's one of the greatest pass rushes in that could be the greatest pass rushing duo in the league.
um,
But you know, good for Cardinals fans. They have a bright future if everything falls in their hands. All right. But speaking of a team with a bright future, the Indianapolis Colts traded a third and a second to the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for Carson Wentz. So they are taking a chance on Carson Wentz. No shocker here as they need a quarterback. And Wentz, I believe, I still believe in him, to be honest. I still think he can put up numbers. I still think he could be a good quarterback in this league. Not like a max player, but I think he can play at a level if he stays healthy. I think he could be a good quarterback that can be a franchise changing quarterback, but I don't think he's worth a max deal, which he's on right now. So the Eagles have taken a massive cap hit, of course, with this trade, but they needed to get rid of him as they were not going to do anything with him if they kept him.
That it wasn't working in Philadelphia. Plus, Jalen Hurts is looking pretty promising too. It made sense to move on.
Yeah.
Take whatever you get for him, and then I think the Colts are a perfect team for him too.
Yeah, they need a quarterback, and obviously the Texans.
So that made sense. They needed someone. Carson Wentz is still pretty young. I think he can be pretty good.
Yeah.
If he can return to his old stats, the Colts are going to be scary. They got a really good team there. I really like them.
Yeah, because we knew that the Texans weren't going to be dumb enough to trade Deshaun Watson to a division rival. Or maybe they would have. I don't know. But
if it was Bill O'Brien, they probably would have. But unfortunately I guess maybe, I don't know. It depends on Wentz turns out, I guess.
Yeah, but they got a good team for sure.
Wentz is pretty good if he can return to what he used to be a few years ago.
Yeah, definitely. I think he can definitely put up playoff caliber numbers on a championship team and can lead if not injured. If not injured, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah. We can also talk about Dak Prescott getting a massive contract. He got a 4-year, $160 million. But he got $124 million of that guaranteed, which is the highest guarantee, I believe, in the league, even though Mahomes got $500 million.
Didn't he get like a huge signing bonus or something?
That too. He got like a $66 million signing bonus.
Jeez. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but is he that good?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
That's Mahomes or even that's something Mahomes should got.
That's ridiculous. Like,
Frank's gonna get that.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he signed a 10-year, $450 million contract extension that total included $141.5 million in partial or practical guarantees. When Prescott signed his 4-year, $160 million contract on Monday, his deal included $126 million guaranteed. So he got Patrick Mahomes money. Like,
well, for the Cowboy fans, he better perform like that.
Yeah. Oh God, that's ridiculous. Almost wishes that I was good at football.
Yeah.
To where I can get $66 million for a signing bonus.
I do like Prescott, though. I'm not a Cowboys fan, of course, but I do like Prescott, but yeah, he ain't worth that much.
Yeah, but we actually do have another trade to discuss. The Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans have agreed to a deal that will send Isaiah Wilson to the Dolphins, and I believe like a 2022 7th round pick for a 2021 7th round pick. So this was a very interesting deal. Let me get the whole, like, what picks were involved.
I think wasn't it just Isaiah Wilson and just a 7th round pick or something?
Here it is. The Dolphins have acquired offensive tackle Isaiah Wilson from the Titans. Miami is sending a 2021 7th round pick in return for Wilson, who was a 29. Okay, whatever. And a 2022. Or wait. Oh, they're getting back a 2022 7th. Okay, my bad.
That's like for the Dolphins.
Yeah, like that's insane. Like,
I mean, all you had to do is give a 7th round pick, right? That's all they gave up.
Yeah.
And they got a 1st round pick player from, what was it, this past season with potential, and they get a 7th round pick all in return. But for next year, right?
Yeah.
That's a great deal for the Dolphins, in my opinion. There's
Yeah,
like
he
no
was the 29th pick in 2020, and I have heard reports of like Wilson being out of shape early in his career, and also like getting into trouble with the law. But I didn't know it was that serious that they moved on from him so quickly. Maybe he sucked, I don't know. But this is a low risk, high reward type situation for the Dolphins right here.
I do a trip like that all day, every day.
Yeah.
They
get the 29th pick in the 2020 draft, an offensive lineman in need, for basically nothing, a bag of chips.
Yeah, I think that was a good deal for Miami.
Yeah. Tennessee, what you doing? Tennessee, what are you doing?
Nice potential piece for their young core.
Yeah.
And Dolphins got a lot of cap space, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of cap space after cutting Kyle Van Noy. They're releasing Kyle Van Noy. Saving them about, I think, $10 million. I gotta look that up. But I was shocked. I didn't find out until a day later on the Pat McAfee show. I saw that and I'm like, what? I thought he would be staying. I thought he was going to be a crucial piece to that defense. They just signed him to a 4-year, $51 million deal last offseason. That's why I was like, wow. I actually couldn't believe it. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, I didn't expect that at all. But I guess the Dolphins could potentially be making a big time splash in free agency, maybe. Maybe that's why they cut him, even though they had some good cap space. Could look at that as well. I mean, maybe they're gonna get a star. Maybe they're setting up for a Deshaun Watson trade. You never know. That could shake up the league right there. Something along that line. I don't know. But yeah, Dolphins, they got a bright future. Keep it up. I'm rooting for you guys to not be mediocre anymore. And after all those years of trying to contend with Ndamukong Suh and all those guys, and then failing miserably, and then yeah. But anyway, moving on. So I saw something that in January, before the NFC Championship game, I believe it was, the Packers approached Aaron Rodgers about restructuring his contract, and nothing has happened ever since. And here's why I think he needs to restructure his deal. He needs to restructure his contract because if he wants to win games, there's a thing called cap space to bring in players and re-sign players. You cannot let Corey Linsley walk. I'm sorry. No. If you let Corey Linsley walk, that is the dumbest thing ever. And guess what? Who's to blame? Aaron Rodgers. He says he wants to win. Well, you're not showing it. Why should everybody else have to take pay cuts, but you can't? You already have a lot of money. Plus, you're a part owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, so you're making money off of another team in a different league.
Mm-hmm.
And you got probably a lifetime contract with State Farm. I don't know.
He's set. He's set.
Like, why do you need? I think he signed like for $124 million. I don't remember how much was guaranteed, but he does have like 2 opt-outs. But like,
regardless, he has more than enough money.
yeah,
He said to wife he has more than we both combined will ever probably make.
like, why restructure your contract? You wonder why Tom Brady has 7 rings and 10 Super Bowl appearances. Because he doesn't ask for $50 million a year. He doesn't ask for $30 to $40 million a year.
Brady was super smart for that. He makes his money, but he still leaves enough for his guys to re-sign and get other guys on top of being pretty talented. So, yeah.
You wonder why. He doesn't take up a lot of the team's salary cap space. He takes pay cuts. He's not greedy with his money. He's not greedy at all. Like,
that's always one thing I gave Tom Brady credit for.
I bet if Tom Brady signed like a $300 million contract back in like 2010, the Patriots would not have had enough money to re-sign a couple players, and boom, there goes their Super Bowl pushes. Like, no, I don't know how much he was making back then, so like I can't really say anything. But like, the way he's been, like, Rodgers. Okay, I was thinking about this for a couple days. I'm like, okay, if Rodgers really wants to win, but he's taking up all this cap space, does he really need to be this greedy? Like, you can also, like, I don't know, you got enough money. Like, God, you're never going to go bankrupt. I don't think you're going to be that dumb with your money like a couple players are when they're done.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I think if Rodgers really wants to win, he should restructure his contract. And apparently we have to be under the cap by next week when free agency starts. But I just think that's the only way we can shred that salary, because we're only like $12 million under. If Rodgers takes like a $20 million pay cut or something like that, boom, we're back in business. Like, I don't get it. I mean, obviously Aaron Jones is a free agent too, but I can let him walk. I'll let him walk. I mean, we got AJ Dillon.
Yeah, that's the
Sorry, go ahead.
I think I've always given Tom Brady a lot of credit for is not being greedy. That's one thing I've always had to give him credit for that.
Yes.
He's more of a team player.
All these quarterbacks signing these massive contracts. Cowboys, we talked about earlier, Dak Prescott. They also paid Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott. They're all the highest paid players of their position. Elliott, Prescott, and Cooper, all the highest paid of their position, from what I read. But yeah, so yeah, the Packers. I mean, you could say, oh, they didn't franchise tag anyone. Well, according to a thing I read, we haven't franchise tagged anyone since 2010, and I don't even know who that was. We don't use the franchise tag apparently. But I don't know.
Yeah, but the Patriots definitely don't have any chance of winning those Super Bowls if Tom Brady takes on the huge contracts. Or, I mean, we've already seen you can be the most talented quarterback you want, but you're not going to win if you don't have the teammates. And the one thing I give so much credit to Tom Brady is he's a team player.
Yeah. So I don't even know, like, even freaking Devin Funches took a $750,000 pay cut to re-sign with us.
Oh yeah, I just seen that earlier today.
So why is everyone else taking a pay cut when the leader should be taking a pay cut? Now I'm not saying that Rodgers doesn't deserve what he's making right now. I am not saying that. He's worth a lot. But when you're the age you are, And you said multiple times you want to win. Add one and one together. You're not gonna win making this much money. And I think you need to pay us back too. Like I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating how Rodgers always is frustrated with these losing seasons, yet we don't have cap space every year because Rodgers is making a lot of money.
Yeah, I get he deserves to get money, of course. I mean, I'm not gonna deny, dude's super talented, probably one of the most, if not the most talented quarterbacks I've seen. But you can be the most talented you want, but you're not gonna win all these Super Bowls unless you're more of a team player.
Yeah. And we got a couple players to extend later too, like Jair Alexander, Devontae Adams. We can't lose any of those players or we're absolutely screwed. Like, for real, I read something also that the 5th-year team option for Jair in 2022, I believe, is like 13.2 million. Obviously, we're going to accept that. Like, that's still a great value. Like, that's still a really great value for the best corner in the league, if not, or a top 3 corner, if not the best in the league. I don't know. It's a weird situation, and I just think Rodgers needs to take a pay cut. Stop being greedy.
Exactly. I guess since we're talking about Rodgers, one thing I did notice, I think, this would be a good time to mention. I think he deserves part of the blame in the championship game too. Well, of course, the defense deserves blame, but I noticed some things though from Rodgers that he could have done differently. One thing I noticed, he had too much of a tunnel vision for Adams.
Yeah.
He'd be more diverse. That'd be like Tom Brady just throwing it to Mike Evans. You gotta be more diverse in the playoffs, otherwise defenses are gonna pick up on it. And that's what the Buccaneers did. That's one thing Tom Brady I noticed is he's been more diverse like that. You can't just be selecting one guy to throw it to. Defenses are gonna catch on to that. And the Buccaneers certainly did.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think
Like Alvin Lazard was wide open. I've seen multiple times and he doesn't throw it to him. It's like, why?
I don't. Eh.
I mean, he was wide open in the end zone, like one of them, and he throws it to Adams, who's like triple covered.
Yeah, and you can also blame the not running it in or trying to on that one play. Or
I mean, yeah, what do you made it in? I don't know. We won't know, I guess.
Or kicking a field goal with freaking 3 minutes left or whatever, or like 2 minutes.
And but Rodgers at that point should have just ran and tried to get in. Get a nice open space. Even if you don't get in, at least get as close as possible. Because if you're only like 1 yard away, you could run it in then or whatever.
Yeah, I needed to get all of that out of my chest. I'm like, because I'm like, I thought about it and I'm like, if we would have, if Rodgers, let's say Rodgers took the Brady route and didn't freaking take all these massive contracts that he has or that he had in the past. What if he took pay cuts? We probably would have gotten more players around on the defense, and we probably would have won the NFC title game in 2014. Maybe would have given the Falcons a better run for their money in 2016, whatever that year that was. I believe that was 2016.
Mm-hmm.
We probably would have beaten the Giants when we lost in the divisional round 15-1 season. That game still haunts me to this day.
Yeah.
I remember where I was, and I remember my reaction. I was pissed.
Yeah, we'd have a lot more opportunities.
And it didn't help that I was watching the game with a Vikings fan.
Oh. Oh, God, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, I hate the Giants now. But anyway, enough ranting about Rodgers. What else? What were we gonna talk about?
The Bucks.
Yeah.
Giannis won All-Star Game MVP and stuff.
Yeah. Giannis, 16 for 16, 3 of 3 from threes in the All-Star Game.
Yeah, there's people that say he didn't deserve it.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I mean, it's just the All-Star Game, and Twitter went off. Some people on Twitter were pissed. And I'm like, you know what? Shut up. It's just the All-Star Game. The Bucks Twitter was acting like we won a damn championship.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but still, I mean, he deserved it, though. He went perfect. No one in NBA history in the All-Star Game ever done that.
Actually, in 1962, I believe, or something like that. 8 for 8, or whatever. I don't know.
But no one over 10 shots went perfect, and it's not like everyone was at the rim. He still had to shoot 3 3-pointers, and he made them all.
Yeah.
And he's been considered by a lot of the haters that he's a horrible 3-point shooter. So that just went against their logic there.
He did deserve that. To be honest,
he's so likable.
He really did deserve that, though. Like, not even joking.
Curry or Damian Lillard, I mean, yeah, they did great too, but just because you launched threes doesn't mean that you deserve that over dunks or layups. And Giannis still made 3 threes. So it's not like all this stuff were easy dunks or whatever.
I try not to listen to the haters as much.
I don't even look at comments anymore because that's where the retards hide to me.
Yeah.
But Giannis deserved his All-Star Game MVP. I don't care what anyone says. He deserved that one. He honestly probably could have had 1 or 2 more even already if it wasn't for his team losing. In previous years, I remember he was like the best player, but didn't get it because he was on the losing team. And they always give it to the team that wins. Except for I think maybe like 1 year they might have been the exception, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really follow the All-Star Game much.
Yeah, the people made us talk about the All-Star Game. I don't really watch it as much because I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Like,
I didn't even really watch it, honestly, until I seen Giannis' stat line. I just sat there. I just wanted to see if he won the All-Star Game MVP, and he did.
I freaking voted on like 5 different accounts.
Normally I don't care, but when it's our own guy, though, then yeah, then I'll watch it a bit. And Giannis was destroying it, and I wanted to see if he got his All-Star Game MVP that he deserved, and he did. So I was like, okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I kind of got sidetracked with like the whole rant about Rodgers. What else were we gonna talk? Anything else?
Oh yeah, PJ Tucker and that.
Oh yeah, what we should do at the deadline. To PJ Tucker, I guess. Take DJ Wilson and DJ Augustine. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, I mean...
Hell, maybe we'll even throw in DJ Shauna, who went to the All-Star game.
I'd be okay with PJ Tucker if we were to get him. He'd be somewhat decent on defense and can shoot the big 3 of it.
I also would like Bielitsa from the Kings. He can shoot it.
The only problem I have with him is actually, how is he on defense?
I think he's horrible.
Oh God, that'd be my only concern is he'd be Mirotic 2.0. That's my only concern. If
everyone knew that freaking Mirotic everyone thought Mirotic would be an impact player, but they didn't realize or they didn't think he'd be that bad in the playoffs.
Nobody did. Including myself. The second I thought we got him, I was like, holy crap, I think we're going to get to the NBA Finals now. But that's the problem. You can't play defense, and if you're not hitting your jump shot, then you're useless. At least PJ Tucker can at least somewhat play defense, so that's my only problem with Bielitsa shot.
Yeah,
I'm afraid Mirotic 2.0. So after seeing how Mirotic did, I have those Vietnam flashbacks.
It's just like the
19.
It's just like the Justin or the Scope trade in 2018. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously at the time I was optimistic, but I'm like, why does this make sense? Why are we doing this?
I remember me and my cousin, we were hyped.
Yeah.
I remember including me, I was like, holy crap, we got Scope. But he turned out to be a boss. With us anyway, and then of course he figures things out after.
Yeah.
Wentz does good, and I think he's with the Detroit Tigers now, and he's been pretty solid there, of course.
Yeah, he signed like a 1-year deal last year, and then now another 1 year, I believe. I don't remember.
It's like, gee, I wish someone would told him that in 2018 that you have to hit.
Yeah. And then, of course, we put him in the starting lineup, I believe, for the Game 7. Right? I don't remember. I was there, for Christ's sake.
I don't remember.
I was there, for Christ's sake. I remember he was in the game. I don't remember if he was pinch hitting or not. I remember when he struck out, I believe some guy said, "Oh, I hate this Justin fucking Scope guy." Yeah, and then when Manny Machado did something in the second inning, I was about to say quarter. When he did something around the bases, and then the guy next to me, fucking pussy.
It was super fun, even though we lost, unfortunately. But I gotta say, that was probably one of the best series I've ever watched from start to finish. That whole series was fun. Dodgers Brewers in 2018. That was like the World Series to me. That whole series I remember was just fun and electric.
I want to go back.
I know we lost and it was disappointing of an ending, but that was such a fun year though. And that playoff series was probably one of the best I've ever watched, honestly. I'm not just saying because I'm a Brewer fan because we lost, but I legit had to watch like every game. That was just a fun series for both sides.
Yeah. But I think that'll be it for now.
Yeah, this is getting pretty long, so yeah, I think we should cut it.
Alright, see everyone next time. Make sure like, subscribe, all that, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.